Alright, time for a little family portrait here. Here we have a bunch of Delta machines on stands. This is from the vintage era anywhere from the late 30s through the 70s here. We have a Delta Tilty, or Delta Tilt Top as it's called. We've got a scroll saw, a bandsaw, and a joiner. I'd like to give a big shout out to Bob. He had done a lot of work on these ahead of time, and some of these I just sort of took across the finish line, added some switches and so forth, but really grateful to him. So we see here a Tilty with the side extension table and original micro set fence, all smooth and tuned in with the original guard. It's a pretty rare deal. It's also got the belt cover on the side, and then an upgraded Craftsman 1 horsepower motor from around the same era, maybe a little bit later on the motor. Here we have, like I said, a Delta-Rockwell Scroll Saw. It's got an original 1/3 horse motor, single face, and it's got a box of all sorts of accessories. And then we've got a Delta Homecraft little bandsaw here. We did do a motor change here. It was missing the motor, so we put a 1/3 horse Craftsman motor from, again, around the same era. And then a stop paddle here. A lot of these were missing switches, so I decided to go with a modern switch just for sort of safety purposes. And then here we have a little Delta Homecraft 4-inch precision joiner as well. A neat story here, as Bob was telling me with this one, is this was a General Electric washing machine motor on this guy. And he had somebody from Unisaw Racing actually sort of rehab the motor and get it all sized with the pulleys properly to get the feather head at the proper RPM. So that's sort of a neat story with that motor. So all these are sort of set up and ready to go. We'll plug them in real quick and fire them up so we can listen to them and see what we got. There's a little 4-inch Delta Homecraft joiner. Sounds pretty good. And again, that's a pretty sweet motor from an old washing machine. Neat little story there. Alright, now the bandsaw. Pretty smooth as well. And then this jigsaw, I don't have a blade on it currently. There are several blades in this box. Fires up well, and then we'll listen to the Tilty here. This one does have a blade on it, so maybe a little bit louder. The motor switch here is off. There we go. So there you have it, 4 vintage Delta machines on stands with those classic flared legs and classic Delta design.